It's like the Bible. Like the only way to know it is to actually read it. And people can have conjecture about what things mean and what, but it's simple. What it says, if it says free speech, it means free speech anywhere and everywhere. If it says, you know, the right to bear arms, it means the right to bear arms anywhere and everywhere. And if you make exceptions, then that rule doesn't apply.
But then there is an exception. In order to get a damn permit, permit how in a lot of places now, you got to have your weapon in one place in your car, your bullets in another place. This shit out here ain't getting better. It's getting worse.
Oh, I know.
Because they've been pushing to make it worse.
So that's a violation of Amendment 2 to the Constitution. It's a violation of Article 1, Section 13 of the Virginia Declaration of Rights. So, like, just because they violate the law doesn't mean that we can't point it out and stop them.
But that's like going to the VA. They arrest you at the VA, Veterans Administration. They carry you in the federal court.
Okay.
Right? Federal court got a different set of laws than the regular court.
Oh, so they just lock them up down there too?
No, you can't just go in the federal court without being certified as a lawyer to go there. That's some more shit.
Well, you know, Mr. Hatcher, I've got a document that I have received, a memorandum from this federal judge named John Gibney, and I'm confident that the way he wrote this document gives me authority over the 4th District Court of Appeals, because I comprehend that all the law is just a bunch of word tricks and word games. And I comprehend all of these tricks and games that they play. I know that there is no constitutional law inside of a courtroom, that it's based on something called Uniformed Commercial Code, and then if that form of the court is changed, then it's maritime law, which includes Universal Commercial Code, but is not limited to just Universal Commercial Code. And then when that form of the court is changed, it's Talmudic law. So I comprehend all these levels and all these word tricks. And, you know, I've got a legal stand everywhere we go, up to and beyond where the form of the court is changed into Talmudic law. So, and I guess the most operative law on this plane is the law of physics. So I comprehend the law of physics and its, you know, correlation with the Second Amendment to the Constitution as well. So I comprehend the law. And it doesn't seem like Woody does.
It don't faze them because they don't know and they didn't need to know and they don't care.
Well, then don't swear an oath to uphold the Constitution if you don't even read the document.
Don't even know what it is.
He doesn't know. They just put him in there.
No, he been in now how many years?
Too long.
All right.
So, okay. So how many times is that somebody swears that, like, if they get reelected and then reelected and then they go, I swear an oath to this document.
Don't even know what it is.
And they don't even know. It's a short document. You know what? If somebody opened this up and didn't even look at it before, they could finish reading this in about 25 minutes. It's not complicated. It's pretty simple. So why wouldn't somebody do that? And what I'm saying is, don't even read it. Just reference it. All one has to do is reference it when it comes to but they don't do it. That's why
that's like me. That's like me being given a ticket over the VA, carried in the federal court. I ain't never read that damn Constitution.
When they gave you a ticket?
Gave me a ticket last week. I know they gave me a ticket about a month and a half ago.
For what?
I went up in the damn the director of the House Fair's office in protest. I went up in there, in the Veterans House Fair. I went, how you doing, sir? How you today? Come on in.
You remember me?
Come on in and sit down.
Well, I guess I'm going to have to.
Sit down. Anyway you want here.
I've been all right.
You live in Richmond?
Hanging out with Dr. Howard.
You?
started. I
that
didn't get you
don't
started.
make me
I didn't get you
cry.
started.
You live in Richmond?
Yeah.
This fellow is running for sheriff.
How you doing, sir?
Sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Introduce yourself
Yes,
there.
sir. My name is Chris Dorsey. I'm a candidate for sheriff in the city.
Oh, okay. Replace Woody.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. Good luck.
Thank you. Oh yeah, I appreciate it, but luck is not gonna have anything to do with it.
That's right.
You want to replace Woody too?
Yeah, you know it.
Yeah, I know you. You're a rebel.
You can call me
Well, actually,
anything
we
you
were
want
just
to
talking
call me.
about the
I
United
fight
States
for the rights.
Constitution. And I see that you sworn an oath to uphold the United States Constitution. And I just got off the
He
phone.
didn't know what he was swearing to.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Well, all I
You didn't
know
know
is
a
that
damn thing about the Constitution when you went
But I
into
knew they
it.
had what they was called, 3 meals and a cot.
Did you get them 3 meals every day?
No,
He
he
was in the
got
Air
like,
Force. He got treated good. He retired.
so. I have an issue with somebody. You know, this is what a problem with America is. The powers that be, they get Americans into this situation, and the people, they don't even know what they're getting into.
blindfolded.
They get them into these treacherous situations, and they don't even know what they're getting themselves into. For example, here's another point I want to hit on. Jury trials. Now, Preston Brown, he turned that around and put it a different way. When I say jury trials, what I mean is if one goes up to that John Marshall Court building, every day there's hundreds of people in a cattle line ready to be processed. And not one of them gets a jury trial. But if we took 1 or 2 days and said, okay, all the 300 people that are supposed to be processed through the John Marshall Court building, say 1 day or 2 days, everybody gets a jury trial, that system is going to be so backlogged that we're going to have to put everybody through there. No more, fines for driving on a suspended license. We're going to need to only stick to the absolute necessary people. Yes, ma'am, please. That need to be, going through the system.
Give me one of your straws. You got any straws?
Look, I met him.
Straws.
2, 3, how many minutes?
Just
I'm
one as far
good.
as I know.
I met this young man down at the Burger King, McDonald's. And he was the one that told me,
We needed the straw.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Carter was the one that told me that Mr. Howard died.
All right.
And then I met him at the McDonald's, and he was saying he knew you and Mr. Howard.
Yeah, I met him some years ago.
And I asked him, what restaurants did you go to? You know, if he lied, I knew it.
Well, we would end up all over the place.
That's right.
We would end up all over the place, different places.
That's
A lot of
right.
talking.
I'm going to share some of these flyers.
Well, I think that that's very interesting and telling. That people swear an oath to something and they don't
Know what
really
the hell
even...
it-
They don't understand it. They don't understand it.
Right.
They just say, I do.
And here's the thing. Here's how I'm going to be sheriff. I don't understand anything, but I comprehend most things.
That's
But
right.
I don't understand anything.
I overstand.
Teddy, you overstand, I comprehend, but no understanding here. We don't give anyone standing over us. The United States Constitution, if you read the Declaration of Independence, whether it applied to people at the time or not, that's the law. That's what it says. Whether the people who wrote it were hypocritical or not, it's still guaranteed to us that,
That's right.
that the government can't take away the rights given to us by our Creator, the rights of free will and free thought. The
But
government can't take it
They
away.
have.
Only to the people who give it away.
You have nothing to say about it if you are arrested and tried in an area where everybody figure you deserve anything they give you.
That's true. I mean, I'm not arguing that that's not the case. I'm saying that they can't take away my mind. They cannot get me to abdicate my free will. People choose to abdicate their free will, and I'm not one of those people.
But
I
then
resist
again,
them at every turn.
but then when you look at Richmond and the misjustice and everything that's been carried out in Richmond,
For so
not
many
only Richmond, other
decades.
places. When you look back and you've been in a situation where you've been made to pay or mistreated, like I stayed in Germany 2.5 years. 2.5 years in Germany. I'd never had a white boy say to me, Hatchet, let's go down and drink a beer together. When he walked out the damn gate, he didn't know. And that's a hurting damn thing, knowing that if
You done
somebody
helped
went
save
back,
his life.
not only that, he become your friend immediately if the shit falls in the wrong place. Now, I'm talking about, and I got to know that in Germany, none of us is supposed to be alive in 12 days. How many days y'all are supposed to be alive in Germany as the airport if anything started? Do you know how many days y'all were supposed to be alive in Germany if anything started?
Oh, you mean
Where can I get you?
a glass of water? Oh, what years you talking about?
I'm talking about, I was in 57, 58, 59.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Cold War, like in
No, no.
60s, 70s. I went around it. I went there.
But there was only 12 days to live.
Wow, 12 days.
Now, it's the same white boy who would call you a nigga to your face would come and say, I didn't mean to call you a nigga. Can we be friends? Wait a minute, motherfucker. I'm getting ready to get shot at. Now you're talking about being my damn friend. And when the shit is over, are you going to go back to acting the way you've been acting? 2.5 years? You mean 2.5 years? You never asked me, Hatchet, let's go down and drink a beer together? You know, all that bullshit. So I've always been one of those guys that create a problem. I go through the mess hall, the cook, he's white, he done sold the goddamn meat. So I go through the mess hall, he ain't got nothing to give me to eat. Now he tells me, shut the hell up and move on. I said, I'll put my foot in your ass. You gotta be out your goddamn mind. I come here to eat with my food. Well, I made a big mistake. Everybody got involved. And they said, where did the meat go? You get enough meat to feed everybody on this damn post that's supposed to be eating in your mess hall. How it is, you ain't got nothing to serve the men that walk through the damn chow line.
So,
Well, something happened to it.
Bootlegging.
gave it away for a piece of booty.
Well,
That's
Hey.
now you got to realize if you done gave the meat away, you can't serve the damn people need to eat. So the mess starting gonna talk shit to me. Alright? You got your goddamn mind. You done gave my food away, you done something with it. You supposed to have it here.
That's right.
So there's a lot to look at. Where is the fairness? Where is it that now we are American citizens? You gonna play me now for a jackass. But see, when I went, I volunteered. So when you volunteer, you stay where they send you the 20 days before your damn daily discharge. Then they cut your order. Now, they cut the order 20 days before discharge, and they getting ready to go into action. That paperwork is torn up. You're
What?
gonna get some time added to you. You ain't got enough time to bring nobody in. So now you gotta use every man you got.
Wow, Mr. Hatchet.
So when you look at all this stuff and what's going on, now you're back to the black folks saying the thing. The same thing in Richmond. The city is predominantly black. Who you got black talking about anything or against anything, that's wrong.
That's cool. How's everything going?
Huh? You were educating kids in the school system and you don't even have materials to teach them with.
That's what's going on now.
It's been going on for how many years? 1954. The Supreme Court.
30 years, 40 years, longer than that.
You're talking about 50-some years all told.
Let me tell you something I found out though. In the school system, I found out that so many of these activists, these teachers, are so freaking fat. They have gained so much fucking weight that they cannot keep up with these little kids. These kids are fast, fun, and full of energy. You have gotten so fat, the instructors can't move. They have to sit down all the time. They can't keep up with the children. So they have all of them put on medication. So it will slow them down just like the instructors are slowed down.
Now, the black woman who's on the city council in the 9th district, I went down there some time ago talking. Well, when I got finished talking, she on the council board, one of the council members, 9 members of council. She made this statement talking about the council personnel. She made the statement, we. And I caught on quick. The hell you talking about we? There's 3 blacks, they all women, and 6 whites on the city council. You get up as a black talking about we. What the hell you mean we?
She talking about herself.
No, she trying to say we 9.
Talking
You can't
about
speak for the
council.
9. You can't speak for the 9.
That's right.
But you saying before 6 whites that we.
Like all us together.
Well, look, everything passes through that council unanimously. I mock
Every
them
time.
every single time they're getting ready to vote on a consent agenda. I'm like, you guys, you don't even know what this stuff is. You're all going to vote unanimously, and it happens. But you know what? It happened during the last with different council members last. It doesn't matter. Every year,
50 years.
right,
50 years.
unanimously on everything. So yeah, of course they're going to say we.
It's sad. Now you got to look at the fact that when it comes to anything being built in Richmond, who is benefiting?
The rich people,
That's right. Right now, the rich for years.
the owner
rich.
class.
The Main Street train station get how many dollars per year from the federal government? The damn building still standing like it was how many years ago?
That right.
So where's all this money going? They keep moving people in and out. They got a paintbrush going all the time. They got a hammer going, and no idea where they're going. Now all of a sudden, you can't run a train out of Main Street Station to Staple Mill Road. Staple Mill Road is the main train station for the area.
That's right.
Now, how many trains are coming through Main Street Station? They got to go to Staple Mill Road before they go north.
All of them.
All of them. I would think all of them.
Now, for how long, when the train leaves Main Street Station, what's the top speed they can run the tracks going out to Staple Mill?
45.
No, hell no.
50,
Hell no.
How much?
70.
It's low. It's a low figure. I don't want to say it be so wrong, but if you check, the damn tracks were so bad that they couldn't get no speed up going out to Staple Mill Road. They had to creep.
What?
Now, they've been doing that for how many years?
That's something else we're going to have to expect. Because when I
It's
worked
everything. It's
when I worked with CSX, the engineers and the conductors, you know how they would have the train derailments and things like that? And they would tell me when it got so cold that the train tracks would freeze up and expand. Or during the summer, the train tracks were so hot they would contract and make the rails break in half. That's why you always have so many derailments during the most frigid part of the winter and the hottest part of the
But you
winter.
got to remember, those rails only lose 1/8 of an inch of steel in 100 years.
Wow.
100 years, but that rail to lose 1/8 of an inch of steel. So he's talking about the hell of a steal. Once you got to go back now, and every war has been when the Allah Army come in, they take and pull them tracks up and bend them like a piece of string.
What? You hear that? Pick up the tracks and bend it.
They build a fire, pull them tracks up, put them across that damn fire and bend them damn rails like a piece of cotton.
Like the shoemakers, the shoe cobblers back in the day, the horseshoe makers.
How many people really got running against it?
There are 4 candidates altogether, including myself.
How many white? How many black?
Well,
3 blacks and 1 white.
Then you got a good thing.
That right.
I mean, honestly,
3 blacks gonna split the vote.
well, that's true, but I'm planning on getting everybody's vote. I mean,
That's right,
it's
black
a
and
matter
white
of
vote, that's
corruption
right.
against
But you won't be able to get all the votes. But now the votes are going to be split 4 ways.
That right.
Each one of those candidates going to get so many votes.
So it weakened the other one, doesn't it? Already does, doesn't it?
That right.
You know,
Rely on them. Like
That right.
Or somebody tipped it off.
That right.
Yeah. I think a few years ago, somebody said
that can happen.
Rap Native tipping off folks wasn't out there a few years ago. You didn't have to do it now.
Uh-huh.
President, remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that election was fixed anyways. With or with 2000, the 2000 election was fixed. All the elections are fixed.
But he ain't with them being fixed. When you split that vote like that, or you run 1 white and 2 blacks against the white, that messes up a lot of shit. It throws a lot of shit your way.
Well, I definitely think of all angles as
We're winning. We're the winners, black, white, or blue.
So we're talking to all the smart people who know what's going on. So like we need to just figure out how to get that vote.
You got to say what the people want to hear.
That right. The education
It's not a
instead of the
black or white thing.
institution.
It's somebody who's going to do what needs to be done.
That right.
Yeah,
And put yourself in a position that I'm going to work for the people.
That's
right.
I'm not going to play games. I'm going to do what's supposed to be done by the book.
That
Right.
right.
And that'll carry you some distance.
well, we're gonna get our talking points down before tomorrow, and we're really like that we got our talking points, and that's what we're gonna repeat, and that's what we're gonna do. And we're gonna hit every spot of the city. We're gonna hit every single spot of
You
the
got
city.
no choice. But now, you don't want to lose your time where it ain't no votes.
That right.
Yeah.
Now, what do I mean by that?
What did you say?
Said we don't want to waste time where there's no votes.
No.
In other words, all the public housing units,
Yeah, no.
where everywhere blacks live, are they qualified to vote?
No.
Yeah.
No, they coming
No.
out.
No, if they ain't qualified to vote, they need to come out.
I know they coming.
Everybody's been convicted of a crime.
Come here, Ed. Come here.
You got to think about it. Don't lose no time talking to them, but they can't vote.
That right. But they might have some friends and family members.
Well, you need to appeal to them, not them
Yeah.
damn deadbeats. They
That's
don't
right.
have the right to do nothing.
That right.
Well, that's what we're gonna. We're in campaign mode. We go out to I guess what 42nd Street Festival will be out at this Saturday. We go and wherever there's a church, wherever there's people gathered, we go to.
But you got to be careful of the churches. You got to be careful of the churches. There again, you got a bunch of thieves, especially in the black church.
That right.
And you got to look at, you talking about the White Jones being a preacher, the biggest fucking devil in Richmond. Huh? How the hell you be in a church 30 years and you ain't got no money, or the money can't be traced that belongs to the church? Then if you start looking at it, who do that damn property belong to when you talk about First Church? See, I stopped this money from the public housing units. I wiped that shit off when they was talking about the White Jones being able to get that money to build them that damn public housing units. I wiped that off the docket quick.
Okay.
All right, that was done early. And then he came back. They got the old kid telling me he gonna build them damn houses, you know. But then again, he took church property and moved it so he could have parking for them damn people coming in with them apartment houses. That wasn't the property that he had the right to move.
All right.
All right. Now, if you go there and look at the buildings, he got the okay to get the money from Congress to build them buildings. How many on the first floor are still vacant? Never had a tenant in them. Now
You
got
talking about the ones on Hall Street?
Yeah, between 15th and 14th.
On Money. Yeah.
Between 15th Street and 14th Street.
Right
The
there.
only thing he ain't got is the damn library.
That's right. That's right. He got the whole
Now,
block.
how many of them floors, how many of them damn stores on the first floor there's nobody ever been in them?
Come on now. And they've been up there for some years. The Muse of Money. That's what it's called.
Well, I like to, when discussing about Dwight Jones and church activity, I'm very interested in the fact that Dwight Jones and his son Derek Jones, member of the school board, are building a mega church out in Chesterfield County. And
He's been building it for how many years? But you're not even going to talk about that. We talking now about that. You know how long you've been talking about building that church? Who gave him the right to move out of the oldest church, one of the oldest churches in the city of Richmond, that's over 100 and some years old, talking about moving out to the county? Who in the hell can get out to the county? How many people don't even have a car?
None of them.
But that's not really the point. The point is construction kickbacks, right? Because he gets T.K. Davis. He's representing Dwight and Derek Jones in Chesterfield County with the Board of Supervisors. And T.K. Davis, they got a big contract on that jail deal. So it's like tax dollars
They
used.
said they ain't got no money to build a jail now. Where the jail is at?
Look, they done ran out of
What
money.
percent-
That's what they keep telling me.
What percentage of black
Not
workers
sure.
that don't talk about what's going to hire on the deal?
Well, right, but I think the point is, like, who's going to go in there? Not who's, like, going to get money, for the purpose of locking people up. Who wants to get money for doing that? But
They
is,
do.
what is, well, that's fine. Then they're morally bankrupt people who like to,
Who built the jail? The state only put so much in.
Tompkins
city-
Ballard
the
built the
city
jail,
got
Turner
the-
Construction built
But
the
they
jail.
got the city got to put so much money in. And all this other stuff. And then again, now you talking about a high-rise jail can be real trouble because anybody decide to take the jail over, if they on the third floor, you got to come up some damn steps. Or you got to have some way to get to the third floor.
All right.
So you can block off that damn whatever, you ain't going to be able to come up the damn steps. You ain't going to be able to come up the elevator.
That's true. We'll see what happens with the new so-called jail. But what I'm concerned with about that is, they're talking about, reducing the number of inmates. Then why are they building a bigger jail?
Well, the women's jail got air conditioning and everything else. The men's jail don't have no air
Well, they
conditioning.
can build a new jail and they can build it with air conditioning. But why make it so much bigger than the old jail?
Well, you got people there now that's on top of one another.
Right. But exactly what I'm saying. The old jail, the jail that's in service now, that was built to hold 880 people. It holds between like 1,400 and 1,600 people or more. On an average, the figures that I've looked into. So it could be more or less here or there. So the new jail, that can hold up to 2,200 people, they say, and that they can even put more in there. So what does that tell you that they're interested in doing? Reducing the prison population or increasing the prison population?
You can't reduce it. with the number of crimes going on.
That's
Well,
right.
that's because everything that they say is a crime. They say, you know, we had somebody, you know, people contacted us, and we were told that some guy was in jail for possession of a few grams of cannabis, and they set his bond at $2,500. And they kept him in jail for several days, and he didn't do anything except for was waiting for a friend. Cops smelled weed on him. They put the cuffs on him, and he's in jail for 3 days, and his bond set at $2,500. So if we're putting people in jail who didn't do anything like that, I'm saying we can easily reduce the number of people in
Not
jail.
only that, do you have the right to put a high bail on me if it's no cause that I wouldn't come to trial?
8th Amendment says no. You
All right.
can't. The
Well,
8th
why are you
Amendment,
violating the Constitution?
because they're enemies of the Constitution and they're criminals.
I went to the federal courthouse last week. I got a can opener in my pocket, a P38.
Got what?
P38, a little can opener. They sent me out the courtroom and said I couldn't come in the courtroom. I done had that can opener in my pocket 50 years.
You mean the GI cane?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you call that thing?
P38
P38.
That's
Where
the
it come
name
from?
of it.
The number,
come in-
card number?
comes in the damn the shoe rack, the rack.
I carry a whistle. I had a whistle for 50 years that I carried.
Now I got to go outside the court, take it off my key ring.
Hide it.
Now I
Hide
lost my can opener. I had 50 years.
Yeah.
it. Did you go back to it?
No, somebody took it. Well, when you go to the courthouse, where you gonna go to put the
And then they
stuff?
put plate behind anything.
That's right. That's right.
And I've had to do, you know, that they make people do that with their phones. They make people
Yes.
You got a
So
telephone.
you be vulnerable when you go in there.
Oh,
You got
yeah.
a telephone cost you $400. You can't ring the court.
Hey, we're going to change a lot of things about how the
Yes.
court runs, but the number one thing we'll change is the fact that we will allow everybody and anybody to film inside the courtroom.
That's
because
right.
if there's one place in the United States that needs to be filmed, it's
It's in the
inside a court of
courtroom.
law.
That's right.
Not only that, you can't hear what's going on in Richmond in the courthouse.
That's right.
Not
They
anymore.
ain't
Who
trying
runs
for
the
you
court?
here.
Who runs the civil process? Who runs the jail?
We're-
The sheriff. The
we're
sheriff
good.
does that.
But the sheriff override the judge.
Who has the guns? Who runs the jail?
What year did you go in the military?
Me, 57. I joined 56.
I joined at 56.
I joined in December. I reported for duty January 3rd, 1957.
Okay.
I served 5.5 months in America. I got shipped over to Germany in June.
Okay.
And I stayed over to Germany like 15 days before my discharge date. So I was in Germany 2.5 years.
I was in Kansas during that time.
Where you were?
Kansas.
Oh,
Out
Kansas.
on the plane.
Oh, Lord.
Training,
Colder than a well digger to Rio.
training.
The whole country.
No, Lord.
It was,
What's they
That's where
trying?
Fort Knox is. Is
Yeah.
that near Fort Knox?
no. Fort Knox is up, where's Fort Knox? I forgot up
Fort
there.
Knox is the money.
Kentucky?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Oh yeah, Fort Knox,
Kentucky.
Kentucky. Yeah, my apologies. Yeah.
Oh, Lord, I do remember something. I did remember that.
They got one of the biggest prisons and the strongest prison
I've
there
been to Fort Knox.
In Kentucky.
in the United
They
States.
say that's empty. They say all the gold's gone from there.
All the what?
They say the gold is gone from Fort
I
Knox.
don't know. Might be. I also been to Leavenworth
Oh, okay.
No.
on the premises per se. I
Oh,
didn't
okay.
realize that the civilian and the military, they have two, the federal whatnot, that prison at Leavenworth, where Michael Vick was, is about 2 or 3 miles down the road from Fort Leavenworth.
Which one they closed up
Penitentiary.
out on the bay? What was the name of that place?
Which one?
The one was out on the bay.
Leavenworth?
No, it wasn't Leavenworth. What was the one? That was one of the main prisons out there, had the ocean all around it.
I don't know. I'm
What was I
familiar
thinking about?
with
Well,
it was on
Alcatraz was
Alcatraz.
in New
Yeah,
York.
Alcatraz.
Look,
And
Alcatraz.
Alcatraz? No,
San Francisco.
No, San Fran- California.
Yeah.
You talking the military?
New York, the one you talking about? Alcatraz is in New York.
No,
San
I
Francisco.
thought it was.
military prison, what are you talking about?
No, Alcatraz was in New York. I thought. I'm trying to think.
Big one, I think.
Because it was surrounded by water, all that water.
San Francisco Bay.
Yeah.
And
If
my
anybody
mother
escaped, they never showed up to prove it.
But look, what was so
They never
funny,
found 2 or 3 names. They go
after
around
my
and shout
mother
it.
divorced my father, she started dating this guy.
Al Capone.
And guess where he was writing her
He
from?
ain't go no damn where, did he?
Alcatraz. And we could read. And we say, Mama, who is this Alcatraz? Alcatraz. And she did not like that one bit.
What's that one in New York? The biggest one.
They changed the name. Sing Sing.
Not Alcatraz.
Sing Sing.
They changed the name though. What
Where they had the
changed
riot. Where they had the riot.
Yeah.
Up north, that's not Sing Sing.
Rockefeller went in and started
Attica.
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 Attica is the one in upstate New York. What's the one in
That
New York
was
City
Sing
where
Sing.
they process everyone?
The damn,
What's
what
your
they call
question?
the
The
battery,
one in New York
battery or
City.
something.
That's like the lockup in New York City. It's called something.
The battery.
No. Not the tomb. The
Rikers Island.
Rikers Island.
right.
Oh, Lord. That's pretty good, fellas, for somebody ain't never been in jail. Y'all doing real good.
Right.
20 questions.
Right. That's what we talk about in Law and Order. They'll say we put him a night in Rikers.
Yeah,
That means it's convenient, not too far away.
That's right. That was the city lockup for New York City, I think.
Yeah, Rikers. Rough place. Yeah. You remember Attica, Rockefeller? Well, some people say he kind of lost the nomination there for president because he didn't show up. But if he had showed up next week somewhere else, somebody's going to take somebody and the governor got to show up. I don't think he's not showing up. It cost him because he didn't show up.
Yeah. Well, they didn't like what he done when he went through that.
But if you can't show up, every time they take somebody, you show up. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because next week it would have been Sing Sing. Yeah, they've been Sing Sing. They would have taken hostage,
Dirty ass.
and he would have.
Yeah, Rockefeller. They're one of the worst. They're like the. They intermarry with the Rothschilds and the
They helped
Warburgs.
put the Federal Reserve in power in America.
That's right.
Yeah.
They helped put the Federal Reserve in the power. When they bought
Morgan,
the bond
Rockefeller,
company.
Rothschild, Warburg, Kudlow, Israel, Moses Seif, Lazard, all those people. Those are the bankers. Those are
But
the
yeah,
ones
they
that own
keep that
everything.
money in the family and whatnot there.
Yeah. What was the brother saying in his store about he was a banker? In his store?
No, I asked him if he knew about the Bank for International Settlements and if he knew about the Rothschild banking cartel. He said he knew about Basel III
Not
and the
Nelson
Rothschild
Rockefeller. I
banking
forgot what the bank
cartel.
brother was and when he ran the bank for the world. Yeah, I think he ran with the city bank. What bank was that?
Well, ladies, I'm sitting here with 3 fine gentlemen. The new sheriff,
Boost us up.
the Donna Hatcher, the player,
Talk to us.
and the new man, the soldier. Child, look at him with the pretty pink lips, girls. These men are single, and they might be too smart for y'all, though.
No,
But
ain't
I'm
no
taking
damn way.
applications for them.
Ain't no damn way us men folks gonna be smarter than black women.
Did y'all hear that, girls? What did you say, Mr. Hatcher?
Ain't no damn way us men folks gonna be smarter than you black women.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Look at that nice smile on the sheriff's face. Sheriff, we gonna eat him up alive tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
I want all of y'all to listen to 1450
a.m.
WCLM tomorrow at noon. The War Stars, 12:30.
You wanna see Brown frying up tomorrow?
We come and get you and carry you
No,
up there.
ain't no way in hell I go there and I throw his ass out the window.
Reva running this time?
No,
She won last year. Or she was reappointed last year. Who ran against her? One of the mayor's minions? I don't know.
What's that witch name?
School board lady who's gone now.
Yeah.
Head of school board. She didn't stand a chance, but I must say, you know, none of the people on council, they're not worth anything.
A
They're not.
flying flip.
Yeah, they're wasted.
How many years you
I'm
going
gonna say the
back?
same thing about you when you get up there, and the next bunch after that.
No, you won't. Because the first thing you gonna say about us
You can
is,
go in there with
I
all the good
can't.
intentions you want to. Ain't it right?
Who was the last white sheriff?
Andrew Winston. Andrew Winston.
And a lot of people liked him because he was
Yes, see, I did. And he treated all people with respect and manners. Andrew Winston was
He
my
had some
man.
assholes working for him now, but
Yeah.
he was a hell of a man. I used
But
to call
he-
him as an uncle.
That's right.
You know, there ain't no guarantee on that. We complain about a certain segment of government. We hold an election, we complain about them.
was a hell of a
We
man.
hold an election, we complain about them. It's a complete cycle. Because then a single individual who go in there with good intention, like Congress. You can go in there, but